Well, we're going to talk a little computer love. I'm the Dad Panther, and we're talking another episode from the Creators Collective, and we're talking Tron, the 1982 classic pop culture trendsetter as far as CG goes. But before I go into the highs and lows, and then we rate it, hit the subscribe button, like, and comment for more, and enjoy the things you find in the description. Those links, we get a kickback, and we greatly appreciate that as always. So, Tron's story, as far as me telling you what it's about, really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go into the lows and the highs. And the reason why I say the storyline really doesn't matter is this movie doesn't have much of a storyline that is very cohesive. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but when you learn the name Tron, you'll understand what I'm saying. You'll say, Tron, I can't wait to see what Tron is about. Tron is about this, right? It's about this person or this place or this sport or nah. It doesn't mean what you think it does. Much of the story isn't um I don't say cohesive, just there's not much in the story really, and that's kind of a step back from it. Now, the version that I'm watching is on Disney Plus streaming, and I believe it has been HD the hell up because I don't remember it being this crisp watching it younger. Um, for this movie, I think Jeff Bridges is who we see in this movie, and it's cool to kind of see him young before he goes on and does his legendary stuff. Now, the things I would say that I like about the movie or love about the movie. And again, that's the only real gripe, that this storyline doesn't really have a lot of meat on its bones, but the sauce is boss in this case, no affiliation. The things I liked or loved about this movie was the 80s CG. There's just something about 80s futuristic movies that I think still resonates with all of us. The special effects don't hold up necessarily for today. And for a lot of people, they'll say, the special effects for the Tron was crap compared to Star Wars. I believe, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Star Wars did a better job of effects, even though it came out before Tron did. But I think what the difference is, Lucas and his team used practical special effects that were being used for decades versus Tron really being the first to use CG. And I think that you can see that they were kind of crawling before they walked type of thing. Now, the I guess the look of it and what it did, I felt like it's one of those things that helped us get into CG the way we are now. The other good thing I would say that's interesting about a movie like this that has no real storyline, no plot like that, is that over decades we've added our own plots and we've looked at where technology is now. The fact that a lot of the terms that are used in this movie are still used for computer programming and computers in general, the conversation about AI and it wanting to be better and those fears and concerns still resonate from this movie. So I would say that it's just something to look at, that you create something and it starts other conversations. It reminds me kind of the Matrix. The Matrix had way more detail for conversation starters, but I thought it was interesting. So let's go ahead and rate this. We rate movies here from a 0 to a 5, 5 being excellent, 0 being horrible. We were talking Tron 1982 with a splash of HD to clean it up. And the only bad thing I can think of it is, it just didn't have a real strong storyline for what you can only assume when you watch it. And the movie, I think, is about 80, maybe 92 minutes, which isn't bad. So I would say that this movie, I want a chicken nugget. I want to say it's a 3, that it's average because of the story. But the nostalgic in me wants to say it's a 4 for what it is for pop culture. It has a ride at Disneyland and Disney World. It's you can literally see certain video games still taking nods from it. And like I said, the terminology that we still use and everything that's going on with AI right now is very interesting. I would recommend, if you do watch this, you can honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you could, if you wanted to, skip it and watch Tron Legacy and love all of that soundtrack. And then I think 2 years later, Tron Legacy came out with a show. It was a cartoon animated show similar to Clone Wars. If you check that out, I think you'll enjoy both of those together. So you can watch this to kind of put your toes in the water. And then those two other ones I recommended, I think would be something interesting if you like the series. So don't know what the new movie is going to do. A lot of people don't like Jarrett. I 30 Seconds from Mars. I enjoy listening to the music. I like Jared. I don't have any problem with the guy. I don't know, but you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. And I greatly appreciate that. Until next time, kalika lika lao.